Okay, so to get things started, we'll click on the Gram Command Pro, and everything's been set up. So we'll click on Start Job, click on the Landoll Drill, and then click on the field that we were in, and we'll push Go Plant. It'll connect to everything. Find the GPS and then all the motors. And now, this is what our front page looks like. Now we will take off and start planting. Put the planter in the ground. Row clutches are kicking on there. That's the alarm. And red line is the target line. Since we are not getting all the way up to the target because of so many seeds, it won't get to the red line. Just as long as it's got a green bar graph, it's actually putting something out. The yellow line is our motor RPM. If I was to slow down a little bit here, you can see the motor line shift down to adjust for speed. And then speed back up here. And you'll see the motor line shift up to adjust the speed. The cycle bottom button here on the left or on the right changes the bottom screen. We can do a population on the fly change, say from 11 to 15 or 11 to 13 or whatever we want to do there. Those 4 presets can be set in the planter setup. The little check marks, yellow check marks next to the 1 through 8, you can turn individual rows on and off by just pushing the little yellow check mark and then turning it back on, and then you can see the skip that I created there in the mapping. You can also adjust the population per row by sliding the little slide bar down a little bit, and that row will then be at a different population. If I cycle bottom over here, you'll actually see on the right there, number 8 is lower target than the rest of them are. Bring that back up. And the third page on the cycle bottom is your stats page, individual row stats, planted area. We have 97 acres planted in this circle. Field area would be something that if you had a boundary around this circle, it would give you total area of the boundary and then the planted area that you've planted so far, and percent plantage would be the percentage of that total acres. So if I had 120 acres, 97% of the acres were planted, and so much percentage would be. Skips and doubles really don't matter much for a drill because we can't catch all of the seeds going by anyway. So those are pretty much not used on the drill. Cycle bottom again comes back to your monitor page, and we'll be able to watch each individual row turn off as we come to the end here. Aerial view changes your view of where you are, brings you back Cycle top does the same thing with the top page, except for it has the mapping page on there. There we go, shut it off. And we turn around. The alarm is set for 50%. So the little green bar graph has to drop 50% of the way before it'll actually say that it's not planting. The screen will flash bright red, and right there, that's the alarm page, or that's the alarm saying they're not all planting. And then once the bar graphs get up, then alarm goes away. Swath override, that'll turn green whenever you click it, and that will make it to where if you've already have a painted area, you can paint over the top of it, or seed over the top of it, and then push it again and it'll turn it off, and it'll shut the rows off whenever you come to a painted area. Seeding on and off, if I was to push that, it would turn everything off for the seeding part, and turn everything back on whenever you push get it back on. Prime, that's more for a vacuum planter, but you can use it on here to fill the cups, I guess, if needed, and then be able to plant as soon as it starts turning. Okay, so in diagnostics, we can come in here and we can do a test full system, or we can do a test seeding. If we click on test seeding, it'll connect. And you'll see something like this. Some software, motor software stuff over here. These are the percentages of the motors that'll turn. We'll uncheck them all except for row number 1. Row number 1 is this motor right here with these 8 cups. As soon as I push this activate modules, the motor will start turning, and seed will start popping out. You're able to make sure that you've got seed coming out of each individual cup, and also check to see if your rotation is correct. If we were to we can go across here and turn on individual rows and just make sure that each one is turning and that each one is putting out seed. And if we stop the test, we'll come back to here. On a test full system, what we can do there is it'll connect. Kind of looked similar to our run screen on the tractor side of things. We can come over here to this little slide bar that says 0 mile per hour up top, and then it goes down to there. What we can do is we can slide this up till it gets to about 6 miles an hour, and then we can trigger the lift switch and everything will start turning at 6 miles an hour. And you can check your shaft rotation, RPM, and you can calibrate how much is coming out for that 6 mile an hour by pulling the tubes and catching one of the cups and weighing it, and calibrating to see if you need to slide the cup in or out. And then that's how we calibrated everything to set up that way. If I was to trigger the lift switch over here, here's our lift switch. If I was to trigger the lift switch, the motors will start turning, and then we're able to calibrate rotation, RPMs, and how much is coming out.